This is my 2008 Kawasaki Ninja 250R. For those of you that know about Kawasaki Ninjas, you know that in 2008 they did a complete restyling of the bike. Changed it completely. New body style, better motor. Across the board they basically made a brand new bike that also still happens to be a 250. For those of you who know that 08, you notice something interesting about this one? Yeah, that's right. The muffler is not the stock muffler. This is a muffler from an 09 because I thought the black and chrome looked so cool that I definitely wanted to have one of those mufflers on my bike. I've got the chrome one and it's in perfect condition and I'll include it in the sale. But I tell you, this black and chrome one really makes this bike pop. Makes it look really, really hot. Alright. This bike is in pristine condition. It is like new, hence the pricing. I'm looking for a bigger bike, and so I'm going to move this one. I'm not looking for a bigger sport bike though. I'm going into cruisers. I tell you, if I was going to stay with a sport bike, this is the bike I stay with. Top speed of 110. Don't really need to go faster than that. Great pickup. This thing wants to load up the RPM. I usually ride this thing at between 10 and 11,000 RPM. When you do that, you're doing 35 in first gear, no problem. So this bike takes off very, very quickly. As you can see, this bike is absolutely perfect condition, just perfect condition. Beautiful red, beautiful body styling. Let's see how many miles are on this bike. Kind of curious. Yeah, it looks like a total of 2,577 miles. That means this bike is just broken in, which is exactly what you want. You want a bike that's been broken in so you know there's nothing wrong with it. So you know you can ride it all you want. And you don't have to ride it at slow speeds because you're still breaking in the motor. You know, this has already had its fluids changed, so you know all the gunk has already been taken out of it, and so you know that this bike is in pristine condition. I haven't started the bike this morning. I always keep it in my garage, but it is about, I don't know, when I got up it was about 27 degrees, so I'm guessing it was still a little chilly in my garage. I want you to notice my hands are all over the can, so you know this bike has not been started. I want you to see how beautifully this bike starts when it's cold. I'm not even going to put the choke on. As you can see, there's no choke here. It's not on at all. Let's see what this sounds like without even any choke. Here we go. Listen to that. That's no choke. Is it chilly? Sure. Does it need to warm up a little bit? Of course it does. This bike is carbureted. Lots of great stuff here. Let's see what the high beams, got the high beams going. Let's see what else we got here. We got all our blinkers working. All our blinkers working. Exhaust. Is this bike quiet? Yeah, it's quiet. You want to put an aftermarket exhaust on it? Sure. You want to have it dynoed? Sure. You want to rejet the carbs? Sure. But if you want to do all that, just buy a bigger bike. Buy a 600cc bike. This bike flies. This bike doesn't need anything. Doesn't need dynoing. Doesn't need rejetting. I'm not allowed to tell you how fast I've gone on this bike. All I can tell you is the bike's plenty fast for today's interstates. It's nimble. You can just throw this thing all over the highway. This bike, by the way, this bike is just absolutely perfect. I mean, I see bikes for sale, people telling you, oh, it's got a couple of scratches from why I laid it down. Oh, this bike's never seen laying down. This bike doesn't know what it means to be laid down. This bike lives in my garage. So this bike loves being babied and taken care of. Look at that beautiful red. dare I say Ferrari red. Probably not really Ferrari red, but you know, it's pretty nice. So you know what? You want to come take a look at this bike? Awesome. If you've ridden a bike before and you got a motorcycle license, I'll even let you take it out, because this bike is so easy to ride that I don't think you're going to have any problems riding it, and you're going to want it. All right? Thanks for looking.